All right, Mike V, TradeGATEHub. Busy morning, Snowflake reporting, AI reporting, NTNX reporting, PCE reporting. And this is where we stand in the market right now. A lot of the stocks followed through. The rotation seemed to be proper. Some of the retailers that were strong gave back some. These bios still giving back some. And they rotate right into stocks. Even Mara, which had earnings, pulled back all the way down. So the stocks that were a little bit more speculative, pulling back, if you will. Oil's unchanged. Gold had a decent pop. It's marginal, but you could see here they're going into, you could say, I guess, semis and security, and stocks that were even making sense yesterday are still going up. Four had a takeover chatter yesterday. Root, can't say it enough. There you go on Root, still going up. Children's Place, even the range in Children's Place today had rumors or news. Stock closed at 1921. The high of the day is 25.40, back to 20. I wouldn't be surprised it settled here at the strike price. It's already made its move, by the way, in my opinion. Okay, next. What did I want to talk about? Schwab. This is what pure play that I wanted to talk about. Okay. As I slow down for a second, here's Charles Schwab. Okay. I learned from, I didn't have many of them, but one of them was because I started out pretty good early on. But one of my mentors, probably in the 1% of traders that I've ever come across, and he was a top trader and heavy producer at my previous firm where I was there for almost 14, 18 years, something like that. Okay. If the stock makes sense, even into a number, and I'm not saying go blindly, into MU, into Nvidia's numbers, but not going into any type of earnings number. This was Charles Schwab, and this is why I took it. I like the setup. I'm looking at JP Morgan, seeing that set up nicely. So I took Schwab into the number, and I was thinking in the back of my head, do you care that the PCE is coming in? I said, no, not really. I mean, it's holding good. It's starting to curl up. As I said before, all the other guys are acting well. So I took it and it worked. Charles Schwab was a stock that worked. But rotation, as we sit here on Thursday, they proverbially fast and furious. AMD, there's the chart. You want to step in front of that now? There we go. There's the high on AMD. Vert goes up every day. There you go. Vert poised. The other one, VST, goes up every day. I'm seeing the same names every day. Okta Software. There you go. Actually, I covered that this morning too at 105, a decent short. Other stocks they're giving up. ACMR going up. ACMR worked and followed through for those that have pure plays. Even the telework went up and back below the 200-day. XPI is giving it back. You know what? This QM, some things are giving it back. I'll look right here as I sit here. Coach is a late scratch because he's going to has an interview in touch. So be aware on that one. If somebody's calling me, no good. GCT, the stock that goes up every day. It's a stock that you should own. Don't trade it. There it is. It's apparent on this one. What else? CPRX. I noticed last night I was thinking about buying some a little bit more after the close. And it actually worked and opened up higher where it was going to do it last night. But once it broke the open, it was a pharmaceutical stock. Like I said yesterday, anything pharmaceutical is going up in the moment. Looks like gold's giving back a little bit. What's moving? Net, Affirm, NetEase, China gave it all back. What are you going to do? Baidu. There's the daily on Baidu. I mean, this thing, you look huge. You go away on vacation. What's today? On the whole last weekend, you're saying, you know what? I think these China stocks are doing okay here. Baidu, boom. Baba. JD's taking calls, I see, but those not the type of calls you want, especially there. There's Baidu. There's a JD. FUTU is probably still hanging above the moving averages because that's what the algos do. There it is, FUTU, wanted by China. Go to another China one that I blew, and I had it nicely, still way higher than where I sold it. Futures here, Lemonade, TBOC, CART. They're still buying CART calls. Etsy coming back down now. I am short Etsy. What else? Top morning bets. AMD, CART, and Crowd. That's it. ALB acting okay still. Bitcoin, there's Mara, the story. CLS can't Mara, tremendous volume. You want your range volume and price action, it's Mara. This is the daily now. CLSK and go to the weekly. You can spread it out however you want you look, but I mean, they're trading 33 million as of 11:15. Tesla giving a little bit back today. Roblox, I liked it short. I didn't take it overnight. I still like Roblox short to a degree. I don't know how much juice is in the punch bowl. Whatever. Riot Intel was a short for me last evening. I thought about taking it because I thought if maybe the number didn't go the other way. I thought it would have a nice break with that volume, but it hang in there. I was a day early. I'm not in it. I got another stock I took overnight that worked. TOST. I took this. I sold this night to the post. It worked. Just like Charles Schwab broke a new high. Snow, Okta, and TNX, they got me now. It's bad. This is a hard stock to trade. You know that? I was in the shower. I'm shorting. Shorting it all the way at 63.50, 62.90. And it went to 60.47. Now it's 62.12. You know how hard it's going to make me to get that back? General Motors, need no surprise. That's another one emblematic of what's going on in any sector. ELEV, I sold this. ELEV block trade. I sold this morning. Fact. There's me punting. But this thing might go oncology. It's got it in it. I don't want to baby it. It's acting okay. Just did a big block. It's got it in it. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Next. Okay, Zoom, Carvana, Beyond, 4. Watch this one, Root. So on my screen here, the bottom right, these are all the hot stocks. In case you didn't know. Mara breaking low. That's incredible. What a move. What a move. What a move. It was $35, literally, this time yesterday. Plug. SPWR. What's moving now? I'll show you calls in a second. Root, AAOI. Why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Could buy there at the 200-day. So was PNAW. I was talking with Isaac, if it was at the 200-day. It needs rest. Don't panic. APLT, AI. Let's see what this does. I mean, is it late to the party? I know you can't short it. Watch this. So let's short 800 AI at the market. Easy pre-borrow only. So for a lot, if I want to short it, I have to pay an extra fee, which means if anybody wants to do it, they can't do it blindly. By the way, that's bullish for the stock, meaning people are generally shorted. AI. I mean, it's 37.55. I mean, when it breaks high, does it still have it in it? Yeah. Would I short it? No. Okay. LYB. What's going up now? Netflix hanging in there. FCX. CF got downgraded today to underperform. They tried to break it, but the algo said no thank you, and they took it back up. Run was taking calls. Bitcoin, now it's going lower. I'm saying everything. I say Mara's tanking. Another lesson. Hey, oh, you know what? Look at this one, coach. You'll love this. I should have shorted the ones that were weak. I'm not trying to do Bitcoin. Short the ones that were in plain weak, like Riot is the biggest dog of the group. There's no question about it. It's not even that heavily shorted anymore. Mara's the one that's heavily shorted. Keep an eye though. There's a trade here somewhere. But as per yesterday's video, was it Tuesday's video with Coach and I said something, trivia. What stock was taking the most amount of calls? CCJ. Last year. And this year it's taking the equivalent. By the way, CCJ panned out. You guessed it, AIG. I don't want to sound trivial. Here you go, more. AIG. Repeat. 1,000 calls, AIG, going to June. I don't care. AIG going to June. I don't care. AI, we were just talking about this right before. At least another one, crowd taking calls. Nice boost. Okay, here's this is when I read this. I hope I'm on the right screen. Oh, I'm not. Damn. I said AIG. If I wasn't, I'll repeat AIG. But right above that is AI. And this is something that I would read as a trader. I don't care what the stock is to a degree. Of note, the stock has been trading mostly sideways. in the 25 to 32 area since August, but now it has moved above the range. Now I look at the stock, it's an AI stock. The other ones are actually rebounding quite nicely. Somebody told me that they believe that SMCI is going to 950 today. I didn't take a look at it. Maybe it is. Who knows? I don't know why they picked that number. I should have asked more. I'm not in it, and I'm not giving it too much credence. But actually, I'm noting that. But AI, okay, there it is. Now, this is what I think that it has catching up to do. Obviously, it has some shorts in it, obviously, as I showed. But longer the base, higher the space. Has been trading sideways. Now the space is upwards. That's what I learned. It's yet to be determined if I'm going to get in the stock. I mean, it qualifies. It qualifies. And stocks that qualify have been working, if you will. Root, stocks like these. Anything's been working. Beyond. Did that bounce? Look, that bounced nicely too. Now they took it back above the 50. Range price action. Nary, I wanted to buy 49. Good. I saved myself $1. Keep that on mind. Nary, this is going into the fund like I put here. Not much though, but I like it long term. Not much. Another one I wanted to put in the fund. What was the other one? Oh, CYTX. CYTK. Sorry. I'm not doing it yet. It's going to be in the 50s. That's a good takeover. I don't buy stocks and funds for takeover. I don't do a lot of things from funds. I don't short. I don't buy micro caps as well as I should. But CYTK is on the fund. But AIG, let's get back to what's really in business here. Let's look at it. More calls. AIG. I'm telling you. I don't care what the price is. It's taking calls. And a lot of them, man. A lot of them. There's the weekly. It's almost setting up as something binary. The monthly. If anybody's been around long enough for the financial crisis, I was there. Don't think it was split about 19,000 times. Even went bankrupt, I believe. Matter of fact, it did. So don't put. It's not one of these things where it has it in it. That's a different story. But you never know. The algos might get fooled at 115. That might be good for the monthly. So you never know. AIG is still taking calls and good ones, and it has been for a while. What else we got here? Okay. CC. That stock got destroyed, huh? Wow. Look at CC. I saw that in the morning. I saw they did something to it, the chemical supply company. Let's look what happened here. They popped it a little bit from 17 to 19, gave people like me a little bit saying, I made a little money. It's a chemical company. And then right after the bear flag and broke the opening low, 17 to 15, everybody got margin called out. Still wouldn't have done it, but CC, how you doing? Okay, what else? We got something easy. Okay. ELEV, you know what? It did that print. As I said before, this buy oncology stock. And you know what? I had like 20,000 of it or something. What did I have? I'll show you. ELEV. Where is this thing? ELEV executions. I had a lot of it. Sold 4, sold another 2. No, maybe I had 10,000 something. What's going on here? Tesla, everything sexy. Newmont, we'll see. Run was taking calls. NTNX, I'm not going to get this back. That was my chance. Ugh. Now I got to watch this thing. Just leave me open. CLH is going higher. Look at this thing. It's going a lot higher. Another one. Might go to 100. CELH. This one was halted at 63. Now it's 78. And going a lot higher. I wouldn't be surprised if it halts again. My God. Up 11. GTLB. CELH is the one. This is it. Weekly. Has it in it. Monthly. Ugh. CLH. I wouldn't stop. Well, okay. That's the one. That's the. You know what? Look at that. I didn't even see that. I should see that. Here's the roll up. CLH. 500 calls. April 24th. They're so confident they don't only want to pay up in the money for this week's March. Kava. Still going. Nice sweet green today. Ooh, nice sale, Mike V, back to 1248. There's Mike V selling the sweet green. I sold a lot of it today, but basically what? 1293. I wrote it up very nicely. I believe they had earnings, but I had it since that was a nice trade. Go back. ELEV looks like the one they might take if it's a low bio, heavy volume, 2 million. Yep. ELEV looks like the one they might want to take. Percent losers, 15 minutes. As CELH calls are flying. But as the market's going up a little bit, they're taking down Mara. The low of the day, 25.40, 25.20, I'm sorry. Anything that was going up, IONQ, tremendous range. Fate, Swim, GANX, look at that chart. Riot, we brought it up. NNOX, ODD, you know me. Coin, Viking Therapeutics, still going down. HUT, Hive, all crypto. Okay, and let's look at today's winners. Percent gainers, extent. No, am I going to overpoint? No. Percent gainers, intraday. This is my generic screener. I got, believe me, other things that are freaking lighting it all up. VANI, don't like it. CLH needs no introduction. MEG, don't like it, no volume. ORIC, don't like it, no volume. Stickle, don't like it. Tasker, that one could go. That's like Tasker is like a 4. Tasker, I'm not going to do it though. Buy 2,000 shares Tasker. You know what I should do is get on the demo. Pfizer low of the day and buy Tasker because that will work. Pfizer low of the day. There's something wrong with this thing. I know they're killing people. Yeah, there's something wrong with that thing. Bristol Myers is in the fund. I think it has news coming. It's the only thing besides XBI and I'm gonna X Bristol. Yeah, what am I gonna do? Snowflake, IGT bearish. I'm still short MGM. All right, let's finish up here if I get any questions. Percent gainer, SIDU. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. So far. TPC, not in it. Don't care. Okta mentioned it. CLH needs no introduction. Going to 100. GDRX, the prescription guy. I mentioned it yesterday. Had its move. Squeezed everybody at the open from 650 to 8. Now it's got to hold the range. It's above the 200-day from lip. So we see what happens. It needs rest. You know what? It needs rest. Eric Mangini. Mangini work. That's when I know it's it. That's when I know. Mangini going. They're taking Mangini up. AAOI brought up Root. This is the hottest. I mean, listen. This is turning into an SMCI. And it goes with lemonade. It's not even extended. Not even extended. I mean, for what it can do. It's only in the 70s. Like Coach says, I wouldn't be trading it. If you're willing to trade a stock like this with RSI in the weekly, which is not even in the 90s yet, buckle up. So I'm not saying short it. I'm not saying go and buy it. In the old days, I had to have a lot of things here. I'd be like a mad scientist. Root, everybody yelling out, Root, 80 bid. But there it is in a 2-minute LSCA. Root, amazing. I'll finish up here because I'm going to talk out loud. You want to hang up, hang up. LAC, they're taking up, now they're taking up lithium. The only one buying ALT down at freaking 4. Now it's 547. Squim working. You have the earnings. US can go a little bit now. You think SHOS had earnings. I punted it this morning at 13 and change. Fact. Now it's lower. I did trade it. DH. PDSB. There's so many stocks up 10%. Squim. GCT is on there. CXM had the BYNB. Again. CXM. This could keep going. CXM. No, can't keep going. I don't like it. CXM. Don't like it. We share. Let's finish up a couple more here. Beyond GCT. Nerbo. This Nerbo. I've seen this thing go. Don't get me wrong. Nurbo. Keep an eye on the Nurbo. You never know. This stock had it too. Nurbo Pharmaceuticals even has the pharmaceutical name in it. What does it have in it? Nurbo. Spear going up. I keep an eye on it. Maybe a lotto. This is what Jesus says. It'll leave it off here, and it's pretty appropriate as usual, as always. That's why we overall selling under the hood today, but with the help of the VIX unwind, indices remain in the green. Okay, so if you have some winners, maybe let them keep going, inch up your stops a little bit. The VIX starts to make a little pop. Maybe you don't understand that things maybe get a little bit more volatile. I cannot believe the VIX is where it is, considering I'm showing you stocks like Snow and Okta and NTNX and ACMR and Children's Place having a 10. Well, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I'll leave it there. Let me go to TGH and look if I have any questions. Feels like a Friday. Not gonna lie. Coach isn't on, and I miss him. He's got more important things to do. Apple puts. Dogal. We had another question about those puts. So you're bullish on? I appreciate that. We see every once in a while, Mac. Thank you we really do. He appreciates the opportunity and understands. Schwab. Okay, Apple puts. Let's look at it. Coach knows better because he's been bearish Apple since I believe 190. You know what? Maybe I don't. Whatever it is, it's fine. Yeah, you can't argue. Like I say, I don't know if this is going to pull like a beyond and go below the 200-day, then reverse up and fake everybody out. This would have to take a hell of an announcement for this. I mean, this is not, this is not like a Macy's where they gave it up and look at Macy's, by the way. That was bad news. All the retailers, these poor things. Jalen, but Macy's. But Apple, I get it. I can't talk you out of that. But you shouldn't go, if you're going short term, you should be buying the Apple 170 puts. You shouldn't be buying the 180. Is it 185s? As you're just basically paying a market maker if you're doing that. Trust me, I've done. I don't know much about options. I know enough to know that the shorter term you go, the more in the money you want. Oh, June 2026. Oh, fair enough. Touche. Good, Mac. You know what? And you don't want to go too far out of the money. That's not fair. Bravo. I didn't see the date. I got ahead of myself. Yeah, I wouldn't talk you out of that at all. Matter of fact, I would encourage you. I would encourage you. Swix. Why don't you go for some of the other suppliers or Apple situations too? Swix. Olu. There's a short field light. All right, good question. Thank you for the input. Anything else? We'll leave it at there. So it's Mike V. Be in the room. We will have Surfs Up, who works next to me alongside me, posting earnings. Listen, stay with stocks with range and volume, because if the VIX doesn't, if the selling on the VIX stops, you're going to see adjustments. You're going to see adjustments in I don't want to say reallocations, but it feels like that. Then they're giving it on a Thursday. It's not really. They're giving you a little time to prep before a Friday. DraftKings. There's the chart of DraftKings. Not that simple. Surfs Up. Right on it. Sound has earnings. Nutella. Keg. ELEV. It's going to go. It's going to go. Weight Watchers. There it is. COCH. This was the hot one in the morning. Now it's the hot one now. Watch this thing. Went from 1 to 450, but I'll leave it at there. You can't catch them all. But you know what? This freaking thing is holding. Sorry. This thing is holding 390. There's the weekly. It looks like it's a SPAC to me. That's what it did. It's a SPAC, Envoy Medical. So keep an eye on that. All right, I'll leave it there. Any questions I'll answer before or a little bit when I get off. Cheers, touche. Don't let trades have a plan. Thank you for sharing and tuning in. I'm humbled. I'll try to do better next time, as they say.